think I'm going to go ahead and edit this photo for you today. I've got some other ones down here that I'm interested in. This one's my favorite. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, these can, one of these might actually be good. I might test one of those out too. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and edit this one. So to start with, I'm going to go into Develop. And the first thing I like to do is hit the lens correction and then do Enable Profile Corrections. It just opens the image up, brightens it up a little bit, kind of gets it ready to go, straightens some of the lines, and then I crop it. And most of my images I crop to fit on Instagram, and then if they fit on Instagram, you know, they fit pretty much anywhere else, so it works. Sometimes I leave them full size because sometimes when I put them on my website they need to be larger sizes than that. Okay, now see this line right here? It's crooked and that will bother me. So I go down here to transform and I always forget which one's which. I think it's the vertical. Yeah. Do the vertical and that straightens that line out a little bit more. I gotta be careful because I don't want it to move this other one. And then I think we're good on that. Yeah. So I like that crop. And the next thing I want to do is we'll go into the tonal curve. And I just kind of play around with this. Decide which, so you can do one or the other. You can either click on here and add little marks, select that point curve linear. You can click and do your marks and make your changes like this, which I kind of like to do. I'm kind of liking what this is doing already. It's really just playing around. Once you really get into still life photography or any kind of photography, you come up with a certain look that you like. I have certain looks that I like, and I've created presets to go with those looks. So I will use my presets most of the time, which makes for super quick editing. But sometimes the presets just aren't working. And like this, I might save this as a preset because I really like the way it looks, but it might not look good on many other photos. You just never know. So I try not to do too many changes to the image, but I do like to bump it up a little bit. I'm going to adjust this because it feels like the lines are still a little bit crooked. The lines really bother me. Okay, I think I like that. And then I've also set up presets in my export area. You see all of these right down here. These are presets that I've set up. These are for my still life images. I do a still life full size, and then I export a still life small. Oops. Let's go ahead and look at the preset or the export box, and I'll show you some of the changes you can make. So I go over here to my still life small, click on that, then all of the changes that I've made to it pop up. So all I do is I determine where I want the file to go when I export it. I decide whether or not I want to add it to this catalog, which I always do. For the smaller image, I rename it just the file name and the sequence. I don't do anything there. Well, it's automatically going to JPEG, or maybe I changed it. It's probably automatically going to JPEG because that's what I want it to do. And then I resize this one because it's the smaller size. And I select resize to fit short edge. See, you've got all these options in there. For me, the short edge works, and I just decide that I want the shortest edge to be 1080 pixels with a resolution of 300, and that's because I'm setting this up to put it on Instagram. You can have a watermark in here if you like. Different things you can do in there. Create your own watermark. And you can have several different ones in there. I have several different ones in there. And then I always choose post-processing to show it in Finder when it's done. And you'll see the little window will pop up. And there, well, no, it's coming. There it is. All right, so that one's done.